What's up, everybody? This is your boy Kanal, aka Black Man Travels. Don't worry, guys. I made sure to unmute myself. Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Please say yes or no, because of course last night I experienced some issues about doing a whole 15-minute monologue on mute. So I made sure all my technical things were actually unsituated. So we're ready to go, guys. Tonight we're gonna have a great topic. This is a topic that I'm very familiar of, a city in a country that I've been traveling since 2015 until 2022. And I will not be going back unless I have to. But this particular city is very dear to me. And to see the progression and change this city within this particular country has gone through, I have a lot to speak on. And guess what, guys? I brought my first glass of wine for 2022, for 2024. So we're going to have a great time. It's going to be a fun topic. I definitely will be open to line up to invite guys to have this real conversation. But also, too, I have a special invited guest, Carlos from CTG Connection. He is a Cartagena local who actually lives there. He's going to give us the real scoop, what's going on. We're not going by third-party information. He lives there. He owns a tour company in Cartagena. He's going to give us what's going down in Cartagena in real time. But before we actually invite Carlos onto the platform, I just want to share my personal experience of Cartagena. My first trip to Cartagena was back in 2015. This is my first trip to Colombia. I did a 3-city tour where I visited Medellin, Cali, and Cartagena. Cartagena was the last city during my 10-day trip in Colombia. And one of the things that I really remember that stood out for me for Cartagena was just the culture, the history culture of Cartagena being a former slave city. The fort is a known breeding ground for slavery. If you guys really pay attention, there's still monuments and still artifacts that actually still standing in real time that still reflect what happened during slavery in Colombia. So one of the great things about Cartagena, I was able to experience Hollywood Beach before it got tainted. Now I would never step foot in Hollywood Beach. I'd rather just go ahead and take a private boat ride to one of the islands. And one of the preferred islands I prefer to do is Bora Bora Beach Club. And I have content that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. And again, guys, I know Cartagena. I can speak on Cartagena because I've explored Cartagena. I don't focus on space. I don't focus on delirium. I don't focus on the clock tower. I actually explore the city of Cartagena, inside the wall and outside the wall. I've been to Boca Grande and the surrounding communities, guys. Cartagena is a safe place to go. You just got to learn how to move correctly. And now with the recent decree installed by the new mayor, just in case you guys don't know, Colombia just recently had an election. There's a lot of new mayors across the country, and Cartagena has a new mayor, hence why all these new laws are being implemented. So Carlos is going to be talking about that, and we're going to actually have a great conversation and giving you guys the real deal about Cartagena. You don't have to be limited to just the clock tower. You don't have to be limited to just delirium or space. There are tons of things you could do in Cartagena if you take the time to research, hire a tour guide to really show you what Cartagena has to offer. And so what I'm going to do right now, I'm actually going to share my screen. Again, Carlos, I see you in the back. I will be bringing you on in 5 minutes, but I'm just going to do a quick monologue, just give you guys my receipts. Again, I've been doing this since 2015. My last trip to Cartagena was in 2022. I will be going back to Colombia next year later this year for the Afro-Colombian Festival down in Cali, Colombia. Guys, Cali was one of my favorite cities, but I would not recommend for any first-time traveler to go to Cali. I'd rather have you just stick to Cartagena or Medellin. But of course, you guys know what's going on in Medellin. Just be smart in how you move. Just be smart in how you move, man. And we're going to talk about these things. So, guys, I want to take the time. I'm not one of these content creators or YouTubers that just talk about a particular country and show no content. I have real receipts of my travel experiences. I've met other brothers from various groups, from various Facebook groups, WhatsApp groups in Colombia, particularly in Cartagena. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen in case you guys have not visited my website. I do have a website called blackmantravels.com, blackmantravels.com. And my website focused on 4 pillars: travel, health, relationship, and business. I talk about these 4 things on my website. So if you really want some real-time information, pictures, video experiences, interesting articles, come to my website, blackmantravels.com. There's a lot of information also too. If you want to reach out and have any particular question about any particular city that I've been to or country, please feel free to reach out to me. So right now what I'm sharing is my website. Just want to make sure you guys can see it. I do have a YouTube channel, Facebook group, Instagram, and of course TikTok. So guys, look up Black Man Travels. You'll find me in all 4 channels. Recently, I just plugged a new blog that I just written 2 days ago, the 10 Keys Essential on Pivoting and Overcoming Challenges. Guys, it's a great read. So far, I have over 100 views that actually read my blog. So again, there's tons of information, guys. One thing that we need to break away, the stereotype that Black men don't read. If you want to hide something from a Black person, put it in the book. Guys, we need to put more effort in reading, put more effort in researching, so we're fully aware of what's going on. Don't go by based on what someone else say. There's a lot of information out there for you to actually enhance your travel experience if you take the time to read and apply these best practices. So again, guys, make sure you travel back and make sure you check out blackmantravels.com. I have a lot of my pictures, videos, experience from various countries. You'll have a great time. But today's topic is Cartagena, Colombia. And again, Carlos, I see you in the back. I'm gonna bring you up. I just got to go through my receipts real quick, guys. In 2022, I had the last opportunity to go back to Cartagena to attend a colleague's wedding, and it was a great experience. I had a great time, and I met a few great brothers while I was there. And some of the places we decided to do, we wanted to explore the city. So I was able to actually capture 3 key events while in Cartagena. I'm going to show them. First, it was the volcano tour. I'm not sure if you guys ever done this before. This is a mud volcano where you could go there and just take a mud bath inside a volcano. And this is an active volcano. So I always recommend that if you actually fly into Cartagena, let me pull this up real quick. Don't want to play the video, play the sound, but you could actually see it. If you ever thinking about trying something different, guys, this is about 2 hours away outside of Cartagena. It's worth the drive. It'll take you to a live, active mud volcano where you go there and take a mud bath. And here it is right here. I took my drone, went there with a couple of friends, and we just had a great time just capturing the whole entire experience of being outside of Cartagena and really experience the Afro-Colombian culture and people. So this is one of the experiences that I highly recommend that you do while in Cartagena. Make sure if you're a content creator or you just want to try something different, I highly recommend that you go to experience this mud volcano experience. It's just amazing to be inside. And it's just an interesting experience, man. Go out, have a good time, smile and meet people, network, and just enjoy the moment. So again, I can't recommend this more than enough. If you're in Cartagena, you want to try something different. You don't want to do, the Hollywood Beach or, the same typical stuff, get drunk, stay in the house all day and party at night. There are a lot of things you could do in Cartagena if you hire a tour guide or you just do your research. I personally like to hire a tour guide because they just make things a lot easier. But again, I'm more of an explorer traveler. I don't like doing the same thing every single day. So again, I'm all about trying something different. So guys, this is the mud volcano that we actually done during our trip. And it was just a great experience, man. So I'm going to fast forward just to give you guys a rundown. And again, this is a mud volcano. You get mud and you have to walk towards the lake. And this is where you're going to get, I don't want to say violated because you got to scrub really, really, really hard to get this mud off of you. And there are women there there are women there waiting for you at that river to give you a bath. So let me fast forward over this. Now, as you can see, you see the ladies rubbing them really hard because again, the mud is very thick and heavy. So it was important that in order for you to rinse the stuff off of you, someone literally have to rub it off of you. So there are women there. Of course, you tip them and they'll make sure that the mud is off your body and you'll feel refreshed. And I'm not gonna lie, dude, my skin felt really smooth afterwards. And it was worth the trip, man. It's hot, you're in the water, mud, you're just having a good time. You feel like you're being a kid again. So something I highly recommend that, if you ever in Cartagena, try the volcano, hire a tour guide. It's a 2-hour drive, or an hour and a half. Go out there and experience it and just see something different. Yeah, everyone was afraid of my drone, man. I don't know why everyone's so afraid. Now, the next I want to highlight is, get out of here, is the Palenque. Now, I'm not sure if you guys know about Palenque. Palenque is another attraction outside of Cartagena. It's about a 2-hour drive, but it's totally worth the drive. This is the first black. Let me pull it up real quick. This is the first black free town across all the Americas. So this was a town where a lot of the runaway slaves will flee to escape slavery, and it was called Palenque. And this town still exists. They have their own unique language, their own unique way of doing things, and it's just a great experience, especially someone who's African descent. Definitely, there's a lot of history, great food, great music, and learn a lot about the culture. Again, if you want to experience something different outside of Cartagena, book a tour guide. It's a 2-hour drive to a small town called Palenque, and you can get the chance to really experience this to its core. So it's a great time, man. It's like, I want to fast forward because it's quite long. And towards the end of your tour, they're singing to you. They're actually explaining how they used they use women braids in their hair to create maps. So as you can see, these pictures here, these were road maps and instructing women runaway slaves, how to find this particular town. So it was just kind of interesting, man. The drum food they were eating at the time. So it's just definitely a day of learning, a day of feeling proud, a day of just being blessed that, hey, listen, people were not content just being slaves. People were actually fighting for their rights in every country. So guys, if you ever in Cartagena, man, make time to go to Palenque, go learn some Black history in Colombia. I know a lot of you guys tend to be color struck sometimes, but hey, there's a lot of rich history in Colombia. So make sure you take time to do that. And the great thing about it, you could actually close out the tour with a live African dance. This is their traditional African dance that they still do to this day. And you probably guys seen this somewhere in the clock tower. But guys, if you go to the town, they'll give you a full show. And it was a great experience. And just to see these kids just go out and do their thing. They do it for tips, man. So whatever you have in your pocket, just give it to them. They'll be totally blessed, man. And also too, they get you involved in the dance as well. So they start encouraging you to participate, do some dance moves. So it's a lot of fun. So definitely, guys, again, another option. If you're in Cartagena, you don't need to stick to just doing the same typical stuff in Clock Tower or Boca Grande. You could actually do tours where you could actually go out to Palenque and see history, see culture, see people. That's the reason why you got a passport. You got a passport to see different things. You didn't get a passport to get drunk and just do some things. Utilize your passport, utilize your time, utilize your money. So with that being said, I want to move on to my last big receipt. This is the trip that we took. Shout out to ORD, shout out to Bacchus that were there with me to take this private boat, speedboat ride to Bora Bora Beach Club, which Carl's going to highlight. And let me just, like I said, I want to play the music. This is Bora Bora Beach Club. We closed out our trip taking a 45 minutes to an hour speedboat ride to the private islands of Bora Bora. This was an amazing experience, a fun experience at that. We get there, bungalows, sofa beds, VIP treatment. We decided to do the VIP, so we got treated a little special while we were there. And it was a great time, man. And me personally, I don't like Hollywood Beach. I don't like people constantly pestering and asking me to buy things, or they want to force their massage on me. It becomes annoying. The whole point of me going to a beach is to relax, to enjoy, to chill, and Bora Bora provides that. A lot of the private islands outside of Cartagena provide that privateness, that relaxation, that you won't get harassed compared to you being in Boca Grande. So guys, if you ever in Cartagena, you want to try something different, man, you and the boys grab some girls, get on the speedboat, go out and enjoy yourself in Bora Bora Beach Club, or there are other beach clubs out there where you can just go out there and enjoy yourself. The water's crystal clear, man. Beautiful, great vibes, a lot of beautiful people just having a good time. And it's just like, dude, that's the best way to end the trip. Just to go out, get drunk, and take that same speedboat ride back home. So again, guys, you're going to have a good time. Just keep an open mind and just enjoy yourself, man, guys. So that's all I can say. And man, again, Cartagena has a lot to offer, guys. Don't get stuck on stupid on Clock Tower. Like for me, I could go to Cartagena right now and not even go to Delirium, not even go to Space, not even go to the Clock Tower. I know so many spots I could go where I could see non-Americans and have a great time. So guys, again, do your research, hire a tour guide, and definitely make an effort to explore the country. With that being said, I have my guest that I want to invite, Mr. Carlos Perez of CTG Connection. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, bro. What about you?
I'm doing good, man. It's like, I just got back to the Dominican Republic, and when you reached out to me, I was in DR. And I was like, yeah, live.
Bro. Thank you so much for inviting me to your channel. I really appreciate it, bro.
No, it's all good, man. So today's topic, man, we're going to go ahead and talk about Cartagena. And again, we want to give real information. We're not going based on assumptions. These are people that live there. You experience Cartagena on a consistent basis. So what's going on, Cartagena? Is it shut down?
No. Cartagena is not shut down. It's just like we have like a new mayor, and then like he's setting out like a lot of like new laws like with the city, and then it's basically like messing with the working girls, like the escorts, like also like with the local vendors in the clock tower. But Cartagena is still the same, but it's messing just like with like I said, with the working girls, with the local vendors in the clock tower.
Now, I'm asking this: why did the new mayor of Cartagena decide to put all these new restrictions in Cartagena, especially in the clock tower area?
Well, the reason why he focused in the clock tower is because the city, like this area, like it was getting like very dangerous. Majority of the people like they would blame it, like the girls, local vendors that were working around there, like that work around there because they were like snatching chains, watches, snatching people from like late in the night. And then like, it's all about security, and safety. So that's the reason why he's setting up like all these laws, because he's just trying to like get the tourists safe, maintain about Cartagena tourism. So he has to take care of the tourism so we can continue like making money.
Well, the fact that the new mayor just came immediately and made all these new changes in Cartagena. Now they're restricting motoconchos, they're restricting cars entering the clock zone area. I actually have a video I want to share with you guys. This is a live footage as of yesterday. So guys, what they're trying to do is they're trying to revamp the clock tower area. Before, as you guys know, if you ever been to Cartagena, if you go to the clock tower, it's nothing but working people. So, yeah. So the thing is, the mayor's trying to change the perception and revamp it. So he's trying to make it more family friendly, tourist friendly, because a lot of tourists don't want to go to the clock tower. And guys, let's keep it real. A lot of you guys think that you are building Colombia economy by you participating in pay for play. You're not. The ones who's bringing money are families. The ones that are spending money in Cartagena are couples, married people for weddings, businesses. That's what's bringing money to Cartagena. So they could care less about your pay for play activity, as long as it does not affect their business. But the thing is, the current situation at the clock tower, especially with the working people, is preventing business from getting a certain type of tourist. So as this person says, Cartagena is not shut down, just shut down for a certain group of people. Yes. So if you're a monger, that's slowly traveling for one particular thing, yes, you can still find it, but it's going to be more challenging. Do you agree with that, Carlos, or you disagree?
Yeah. That's definitely true. And also, like, it's also affecting like the local vendors because there is a local vendors like they work in the clock tower, and now with all of that, like they can't get in. So to me, like like the situation like with the working girls, it doesn't bother me. I think it's okay. But the one thing that I also am thinking about is like the local vendors because they just working. This type of laws like it's also affecting it also.
Correct.
Also, like like I got like few clients that they didn't even want to walk around to the clock tower because the reputation is like if you are in the clock tower, you're looking like you're looking for working girls, for escort, all of that. So the clock tower had the reputation like women that are over there, they just working girls, and guys that are walking around over there like they just looking for women.
So basically, I'm gonna say what you just said. The clock tower has a bad perception. People don't want to be associated with the clock tower due to the fact that the working girls actually there, and also
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
there's a lot of potential scammers there taking advantage of tourists at the clock tower.
Yeah, true. And then like, like they've been selling drugs up there and all of that. Like Clyde Tower, I feel like 12 or something, like it's no safe. Like they've been robbing tourists, snatching chains, like I say, snatching watches. So, like it's all about safety and security. Also, about the clubs, it's like, they went to few clubs and then like they they realized like they were missing like a lot of stuff, like they were breaking up some loads, and then that's the reason why they closed it. Those clubs, like those to be that space. But I think like they're gonna be open soon, God willing.
Yeah, and again, guys, if you are in Cartagena, nightlife is amazing. Cartagena has an amazing nightlife, and again, people only know about two ones, Space and Delirium. There, Carlos, can you recommend any other nightlife in Cartagena that you could probably tell guys or even couples to go to versus just Space and Delirium? Because I know I've been to a few rooftop parties in Cartagena. Crazy,
Yeah,
crazy good time. And I
I,
prefer the rooftop parties than the Space and Delirium.
yeah, I recommend take a look for the nightlife in Yesemani. Is really good. The nightlife over there also like you can see like a lot of locals over there. You can meet like new people over there, especially like in the main square of Yesemani. So in Trinidad Plaza, that's like majority of the locals. That's what they meet. So I recommend people like take a look over there. Like Taboo is a good club, and like majority of people there like that go over there is locals, Colombians that are visiting in the city or Colombians that live in the city. So I definitely would recommend Taboo, Seven Stilos. So and a lot of other places like Cabana, for Salsa. So we see
Correct.
like a lot of locals over there.
Now, what would you say for guys that are going to Cartagena? Of course, you know what's going on in Medellin with women drugging guys through their drinks. Does that apply in Cartagena as well? Is there's a lot of drugging cases being happening in Cartagena where guys are getting drugged and robbed, similar to what's happening in Medellin?
Well, what I could say, like what I always say to the guys, it says like, you gotta watch your back when you come into Colombia, especially Medellin, because you won't see a lot of cases like this in the city because, like for example, like if you go to like the Lydium, like the women that are over there, those are 8 hour space, that the women that are over there, like they were like every day at the club, that's the
Correct.
job we do for it. So in case if they do something for you, you can go to the club and complain over there, and then we fire them. So it's very difficult, like see situations like that in the city. But it can happen also because in Cartagena, like, it's the most expensive place to live in Colombia, also for locals, and also it's the most expensive place where where the women can overcharge people for money, overcharge guys for money. So then we come here to make more money, and then like women from Medellin travel here, and then they can get a guy in that type of situation, like draw them or something. It really depends.
Yeah, I remember at one point a lot of the druggings that were happening were women from Medellin coming to Cartagena,
Yeah,
coming to Cartagena, doing all the drugging and robbing. I remember this back in 2020, 2019. They caught a lot of the women, and a lot of them were not from Cartagena; they were from Medellin. So they were
yeah,
coming to.
like majority of the working girls in the city, and this is something like the guys don't know. Like majority of the women that are working girls in the city, they not from the city. They not from Cartagena. They come from Medellin. Like 90, I could say 90% they are from Venezuela. Like probably 5% from Medellin. Probably like 1% from the city. Like majority of the girls that are working girls in the city, they be working a team there. You know, you call them or something, but they won't be in the clock tower because the city is very small. Like almost, a lot of like almost everybody know everybody in the city. You know, like especially if you are a cute woman or something, like you will have like a lot of people that they will know about you. So they don't risk they don't risk their personality like that.
Yeah, and that's something I noticed. Like when I started going to Cartagena in 2016, there were not a lot of Venezuelans in 2016. But something happened between 2018, 2019 when I went back to Cartagena. There was an influx of Venezuelans at the clock tower. And I'm like, oh, that's different. And I noticed that most of the girls that actually were in the clock tower, they were not from Cartagena. They came from Cali, from Bogota, from Medellin, and there was a lot of Venezuelans. So guys, just keep that in mind. A girl from Cartagena is rarely at the clock tower because the city is so small. And I guess we lost Carlos. Carlos, make sure you jump back on. The city is so small. Everyone kind of know each other. So the girls that you're actually meeting at the clock tower are not from Cartagena. They're coming from different cities across the country, and particularly from Venezuela. So one thing I want to share is that with Cartagena, with the city being shut down, well, it's not shut down, but it's being revamped to change its image.
They got this motherfucker shut down. It's only one way to get in.
So you heard this. So now what they're doing is they kind of detour how you come into the clock tower. So there's only one way you could actually come into the clock tower. Before there were a variety of different ways you could come through, and hence why a lot of the robberies will get people outside of the clock tower, or maybe on the alleys, like certain alleys. But now they kind of block off a lot of the alleys areas within the clock tower to protect people from getting robbed. Since the pandemic, there's been a huge influx of tourists getting robbed, stabbed, even killed in Cartagena, to the point where it now is affecting local businesses. And again, guys, a lot of these businesses are not making money off of you. They're making money off of the businesses of foreigners going there for business, family vacations, and whatnot. So when guys say, hey, we're not going to go, we're going to protest Cartagena, dude, they don't need your money. Your money only goes towards the space, delirium, and the chicas. They don't really need your money. However, they're trying to keep their city clean and change and keep the perception not to be a sex tourism location. No one does want to be associated with that. So again, the new mayor made it clear he's trying to change the way the city is perceived across the globe, and he's not tolerating anyone who's dealing with drugs. And also, too, he's making it difficult for the ladies of the night to go out and mingle with you guys. So there can be a lot of police raids. So don't be surprised if you're out in delirium or at Space and there's a police raid checking for IDs. Because I was reading the article this afternoon. There's been a large case of underage that lied about their age that were inside delirium, inside of Space. So guys, you got to be mindful. You got to be careful in how you travel in these countries. Ask questions, check IDs. Don't think that you're above the law because you're a foreigner or you're from a certain city. You're not. These people are starving. The ones that's trying to rob you, they don't care. They'll take your life away from you. And we've seen videos that people lost their lives in Cartagena because they're trying to fight back for a fake gold chain or for a wallet. Don't fight back, guys. And that's why with the new mayor in Cartagena, he's trying to clean things up. See the comments. Yeah, get the likes up, guys. Hey, listen, man, I don't really ask for a lot, but if you guys could like the damn stream, I would really appreciate it. I'm giving you guys some real information. I'm not a content creator just talking about traveling. I actually show real receipts. And again, I've been doing this for quite a while. I've been traveling to Colombia since 2015, been to multiple cities, and I can name the cities for you right now. Been to Cali, Bogota, Cartagena, Buenaventura, Barranquilla, and Medellin. So, and I visit those cities multiple times. And you guys could have an amazing, great time in Cartagena, but just don't get stuck on stupid because the so-called clock tower is shut down. I'm hearing people, hey, we need to protest Cartagena, or we need to find other places. Like, bro, you can still go to the same place. You and I could travel to the same city in Colombia and have two different experiences. And I know for a fact that my experience is going to be better than yours because I took the time to do the research. I'm not relying on one particular action or location to determine my level of excitement in that particular city. So guys, again, there's a new mayor in town in Cartagena. He's being very strict on drugs. He's being very strict on prostitution. And dude, he's trying to clean up the city. He's trying to clean up the city, and he's very conservative, and it's basically like saying, hey, we're going to shut down this clock tower thing where we're trying to change the perception and why people are traveling to Cartagena. So guys, again, I really want to have an open conversation. I'm gonna drop the link. If you want to debate me, based on thinking that pay for play is gonna keep Colombia afloat, I think you'll be the dumbest person to even think that. Colombia does not need your dollars. Colombia was doing quite well before the so-called invasion started in 2020. But keep in mind, guys, there's a lot of stuff to do and see in Cartagena. I mean, I've seen so many amazing things there. Like, you'd be surprised what that country has to offer. Like, this is one of the private islands that you could actually go outside of Cartagena. You don't need to stay stupid on Boca Grande, Hollywood Beach, because I understand why you guys go there, because eye candy, and you can negotiate, do your thing. But guys, if you really want to have a quality time, you want to have a high life, a good time, get one of these speedboats and hit up one of these private islands, man. You're going to have an amazing, great time. This is a whole different experience. It's a whole different experience. And I'm going to tell you this, you're going to see a better quality type of women in these areas. So keep that in mind as you're planning to go to Cartagena. Cartagena's not shut down. There are tons of things you could do, tons of rooftop parties you could hit up in Cartagena and Boca Grande. There's a lot of great restaurants you could actually go to. You don't need to stay on doing the same exact thing. Go out there and explore the city, but just be mindful. Do not wear jewelry. Do not be loud. Don't try to be seen. Again, outside the city, people make less than $300 a month. And trust me, if you have an expensive phone, they will do anything to get it. And they will jump on their motor concho with their friend and rob you. And if you do try to fight back, don't be surprised if you get shot. So, again, I'm hoping Carlos could get back on. We lost Carlos, and we could definitely continue to have that conversation because he gave me a lot of insight what's going on in Cartagena. All right, this person said, what city and country are we talking about? We're talking about Cartagena, Colombia. Tired of seeing silly Negroes in clubs. Yeah, man. Look, guys, again, there's a lot of stuff you could do. Is there a link to hop on? Yeah, definitely. I'll drop the link down. Again, guys, there's a lot of stuff you could actually do. Let me share my screen again. Hey, guys, I dropped the link. If you want to jump on the conversation, you're more than happy to do that. You want to debate me based on what I've said, I'm more than happy to have that conversation with you. Again, Cartagena has a lot to offer, man. I've been traveling there for quite a while. I've traveled all over Colombia, and I can speak on it. I can speak on it as an expert. And if anyone wants to jump on and share their piece, I'm more than happy to accept you in. But again, there's a lot of stuff you could do and see while you're there, and it's just a great experience, man. Hey, what's up, Buck Travel? How you doing, man?
Hey, salute, no, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing well, man. Happy New Year's, man.
Happy New Year's, man. Happy New Year's, man. Anything big planned out for the year in terms of trips?
Yeah, I got some trips planned out. Of course, I got to go back to DR to take care of some things, but I'll be going to Mexico City in April.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that trip, man. This is a big trip for me to celebrate my 46th birthday, and I chose Mexico City, man, to go out there and have a great time. So I'm looking forward to it.
Nice, man. I got a lot of trips coming up, mostly in Asia and Europe. So I kind of want to diversify from South America because I was just getting tired of just going to the same continent over and over again. So it looks like East Asia and Europe, and I'm hitting some countries in Asia that not a lot of these dudes go to, like Malaysia, Singapore, those kind of countries. Then in Europe, I'm hitting Turkey. Then I'm also hitting the Netherlands, Sweden, Norway. Definitely gonna hit Finland because I heard some very good things about it, man. Because over there you got the natural blonde hair beauties out there, not the fake blondes like you got over here. So I'm gonna definitely go to Europe because they checking for us over there in Europe. So they're stressing in Finland. So definitely gonna go over there and embark my territory over there, man.
All right, cool, man. Let me welcome Paint Your Lifestyle. What's up, brother, man? Where you at in this world, man?
I'm back in California. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear, man. Now, I'm hoping your Wi-Fi is a lot better than the Wi-Fi we had in El Salvador.
Yeah. I'm home.
All right.
Yeah.
So what's going on, man? What's your take on the topic, man?
First of all, congratulations on your newborn. I saw that, man.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah, 45 with another one. It's not easy, man. You start realizing how much you got to bend down.
Yeah.
You start having back problems. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, no, more blessings, man. Just, congratulations. And I see what you're doing. I listen all the time because I like your perspective on traveling. I definitely take a lot of P's and Q's from you. So this is great.
I appreciate it, man. So what's your take, man? What do you think about the new mayor shutting down Cartagena, trying to change the perception of his city? He doesn't want the city to be known as a sex tourism destination, but more to invite families and make it more friendly focused versus just sex, money, and drugs.
I'm definitely an advocate for safety, man. I've seen it firsthand in Colombia. I've seen it in Brazil. If this is the route that the mayor's going to take, then it is what it is. As long as it's going to save lives, is it going to make it more family friendly? Is it going to bring more tourists, probably different tourists? Then yeah, it's not the end all be all, but if it's a direction that's going to keep people safe, then I support it. On top of that, there's a lot of other things to do in Cartagena that are actually really fun.
Correct. I agree.
There's tons. There's I think you mentioned already, but there's I think one place that people don't really know about. There is like a floating hotel or hostel outside of Cartagena that people don't talk about a lot, and it's just as fun.
Oh yeah, actually Ace Live did a segment on that. He spent a couple of days at that island, like a floating hostel.
Yeah,
where he like literally it was one of his best videos that he actually did. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, like that. I have a friend. He's another travel YouTuber. He actually discovered another thing I never knew about. It was like a how do you say, like a all black party on a different island. Like they pick you up from like a certain port, like how you go to Bora Bora.
Yeah. And
you're just partying on a different beach that I've never heard of in this part of Cartagena. And he said he made a video. His name is Lord. It was such an amazing experience for him. And he was like, dude, like I never knew about this. Just by searching on Instagram, I found out about this secret party that you could also enjoy as well as Cartagena. So like you got Bora Bora, you got the hostel in the ocean, you got this secret black party, you've got other beach parties. So you got Palenque, you got rooftop parties. Like there's tons of things to do in Cartagena. It doesn't just have to be inside the wall itself, even though that is the selling point of Cartagena. I totally get it, but this could be an opportunity for people to really see Cartagena and all it has to offer.
Yeah, and I agree with that. And I know exactly what you're talking about. That there's an island where they have, it's like an Afro-Colombian reggaeton
Yeah.
party they had, and I seen the baddies, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
brothers,
Yeah.
like, here's the thing. Like, I
It's
tell guys
crazy.
all the time, you are missing out so much because you stuck on fucking stupid on 3 things. And I'm like, bro, you could just go left and make a right. It's a whole different segment of people.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's just like the island parties are so much better than going
Lit.
to Hollywood Beach. Hollywood
It's
Beach
really
is so
lit, yeah.
annoying.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
you
really
trying to
lit.
relax, and the thing is, they're like, you tell the vendors, and again, you want to support them. It's like, hey, we black people. I get it, but
Exactly.
bro, let me relax. And you can't, man. And they force upon themselves on you. How can you relax at a beach where you're constantly being pestering? And it's like, for me, I'd rather go ahead and pay that $100 for that private experience. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've been to is Hollywood Beach, right? That's what it's called.
Yeah, Hollywood Beach.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's right in Boca Grande.
Yeah, I've been there. Those vendors don't really annoy me because I get it. We all gotta hustle, but like,
Yeah,
if I'm having like a vacation from work, I would want to just relax. You know what I mean? And you can't get that there. So if that's the case, I would spend the extra 100 for like a rooftop and just be on my own. But that's not the case. Like I think people should start venturing out because Cartagena is full of great things to do.
and the thing is, people talk about the food, right? I'm like, bro, I have some great food in Cartagena. I go places where most people don't go.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes these little small mom and pop restaurants serve the best food.
Yeah.
And Black Man Travelers, that's what differentiate you between you and these travelers. You more educated. I know you said you got a master's. You got an advanced degree. So you're more educated. You know what you look for. You know how to utilize AI when you're searching for things. So
Correct.
you're more on the educated side. That's where a lot of these dudes. Some of these dudes only have high school diploma. So it's like when they do Google search, they only going off by what's on YouTube. And sometimes they can watch a YouTube video and they point them in the wrong direction. So that's why a channel like yours is very, very important, man. Keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Look, I'm gonna keep this real with you guys. When I research travel places, I don't look at black content. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't. Man, look, there's not a single black content creator could teach me. Like, seriously, it's just like, and again, guys, I don't want to be elitist or whatever. It's just like, for me, their information is so basic and so low level. Like, I got to go look at a white woman channel, or a Colombian dude local channel showing his country to get real content. Like, I cannot call out one single, maybe Passport Heavy. Like, I like how the way he travels. Like, I like the way he moves. 100%. Upscale, that luxury lifestyle. I love that. But besides him, there's not a single damn person within the black male travel space that I look at for content to teach me about a country, because the information that they're sharing is something that's more low level. Someone's low tier. And again, I could get ass. That's not a problem for me. I want to see history. Hey, what up, Bacchus? What's going on, man?
I get what you're saying. I just had this conversation the other day. A lot of it is very basic, and there's no meat. It's all rice. There's no meat to it. There's no substance. They're just walking around, talking, humming and hawing, not telling you nothing, not showing you nothing. I most definitely got to give flowers to Paint Your Lifestyle. I just became a fan of his a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw what you was doing out there in Philippines, man. That's my stomping grounds. And I was like, okay, my man out here in these streets with all the sir and figuring out the life and whatnot. I'm gonna get up on that island though, most definitely. I already told my people that we're going to that island. We're gonna shut it down.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Do a photo shoot out there. I'm gonna do it better than you. I'm gonna make use of it.
But guys, let's have a real conversation, guys.
Let's talk,
dog. Because you know what, I got my bottle. So
this is a serious topic.
Yeah, this is a great topic. Do you guys, the audience, do you learn from black content creators on travel? Like, keep it real with me. Are you actually learning from the people that so-called position themselves to be travelers, in which they are, because they are traveling, as real travel content? Like, you learning from them, you actually taking what they're showing and you're applying it to your own travels. Are you guys actually doing that?
Are you seeing it and
I'm
actually be like, oh, I want to go there. Let me write that down and add it to my list. Oh, okay, this is the best place. Are you getting that, or is it just watch me have fun?
You know, if I can say something, Kanal,
Yeah. Go for it, Paint.
One of my, I actually got asked this by one of my my buddies in you know, the travel creative space. His name is Ime Umo. He's a drone content creator, and we hold ourselves accountable to growing every year. And he asked me literally like 4 weeks ago, can you name 3 Black travel storytellers? And I said Passport Heavy,
Yes.
and Tayo Aina. Have you heard of Tayo Aina?
No.
Okay. He's
One
like
person-
the number.
There's one person that you know, Paint. There are a couple. They're a young Black couple. They just recently got married during the pandemic or last year. True Traveler.
Choose to Explore.
Oh my God, I love
Yo,
it.
he's killing it. Yo, he's about to.
Oh my God, man! Like hands down, hands fucking down, dude.
He's about to change the game this year. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna tell you this, guys. If you guys not subscribed to this man channel, this man gives you real gems information. Like, man, every country he goes to, I go to, and guess what? I'm so aware of. Yes, I like watching shoes. There you go. This couple, man, to show a Black couple, young Black professional couple, making shit happen on YouTube, traveling across the globe, and educating you how to save while you traveling. Man, dude, there's no one that come close to that. Passport Heavy is more on the luxury side. You deserve this. Treat yourself. Shoes like, hey, you got $20 in your pocket, we could travel.
Show you.
It's like, I'm like, fuck yeah. I want that information.
That's my brother, man. He's killing it. No, he's raking in numbers like right now. He's figuring it out, like what his audience wants to see. So it's really crazy to see him grow right before my eyes. You know what I mean? He's one of them, and I also talk about like the algorithm, man. He should be at a way higher level as far as like YouTube subscribers, but it's really hard to grow as a Black creator. That's the honest truth.
It is, because as content creators, like as content viewers, Black content viewers tend to have a very tunnel vision. Like I'm in marketing, we only see things that's hot and popping, that creates controversy. But if you got someone that's giving real information, that's hard to find, especially amongst Black content creators. So it's easy to fall on the wayside. While these are the type that's actually giving you real information that could save your fucking life and save money, they're getting overlooked for the everyday bullshit ones. So again, to me personally, again, no offense to other content creators, continue to do your thing. You got more subscribers than me. Shit, everybody got more subscribers than me. Your content doesn't serve any value to me because again, I consider it low value. Because I want to learn. I got to learn from it because again, when I purchase this plane ticket, I want to be fully knowledgeable where I'm going.
You know, it's also hard, especially the thing about YouTube is when you even search travel, YouTube has already a whole army of who they want to put in front of you. Like I look for this every day to actually find a traveler that kind of looks like me, who I can actually envision myself in. You have to dig through the search engine to find Black travelers because they are there. There's tons of them every day. But they're so in the back end of the search engine, YouTube makes it really hard for you to discover Black travel content creators. That's the honest truth. And
it's sad. And it's really sad. Like guys like yourself, I've been following you when you first started. You were like 10 subscribers, man. And I was following you. Like, all right, cool. He seems like he's doing this thing. And each content just got better and better and better. Than you and I did the interview while in El Salvador. I was like, hey, wow, this guy's on point. Look, guys. Paint Your Lifestyle had the freaking country of El Salvador sponsor his goddamn trip, guys.
That shit was crazy.
God damn.
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you this. Let me tell you this. No. Let me tell you this. See, the thing is, they think because, hey, and again, I ain't gonna, I said this year, I'm not gonna call out Passport Bros. I said I'm not gonna do it. So it is what it is. I made my peace with them. I ain't gonna fuck with them. I ain't gonna say nothing passport
Wait,
bro.
Canola, you not a passport, bro?
He
Again,
does
I
not
made my
identify
peace.
as a
I'm
passport bro.
Yeah,
done.
wait. You gotta answer this question. You not a passport, bro? Make it clear.
Again,
There's new viewers. There's new viewers.
I-
They assume you a passport, bro. Are you a passport, bro?
fuck no. But
All right, there you go.
again, guys, I'm not causing any beef with the passport bros. Hey, y'all stay in your section. I stay in my section. I'm good, guys. There are levels to this shit. There are levels to this, man. And the thing is, I seen people travel to these countries, sending me a DM. Can I borrow $500 to get back home? Like, motherfucker,
Whoa.
I don't even fucking know you.
Whoa.
Like, I had guys, look, let me tell you this, man. You know, having a Facebook group, I have multiple Facebook group, WhatsApp groups. People will hit me up saying that, hey, they dead broke. They can't get back home. And I'm like, bro, you better call your mama. You better call somebody, because I can't help you. But then again, there are other travelers out there that are actually plan out their trip so thoroughly.
Yeah.
They got a plan B, plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E, plan F. And those are the people that I fuck with. And the thing is, someone like Paint Your Lifestyle, to have a country, the travel tourism department, reach out to you. Fucking dude, guys,
That means
understand
you're doing
this.
something
A
good.
country, El Salvador is trying to change their image and how people perceive country. And I've been to El Salvador. El Salvador is amazing. El Salvador is beautiful.
God is good.
The country Department of Tourism reached out to Paint Your Lifestyle, gave him a full sponsored trip with a damn driver.
Amen.
With a goddamn driver to take him to different places.
Amen.
All expense paid to share his testimonial of his experience in El Salvador. That's next level. That's next level. Man. That's passport heavy type of shit. You look, Paint Your Lifestyle. I'm gonna give you your flowers right now, brother.
Thank you.
Man. There. You're already there. It's just you just don't have the numbers to support it, but you are there. And man, hands down to you, brother. That's all I gotta say. You had a country reach out to you, sponsor your trip, fly you out there, gave you a damn driver, pay for all your travel expenses. They gave you a budget. What was your budget? Your daily budget?
Man, I didn't pay a single dime, bro. They paid.
Oh man,
I didn't spend not $1 on everything. They was like, listen, we have an opportunity. We are trying to change our country in a better direction for tourism. They also gave me some homework to do before coming. Like, if you don't know about our country, definitely read about it. You know, and they said whatever you want, we will give it to you. You're gonna get 3 meals a day. If you're hungry, you can also order from the hotel we're gonna give you. And they didn't put me in the hotels. They said research the hotels you want to go to in our country. So I said, say less. And I looked at the best ones. I'm like, this is where I want to go. They said, where do you want to go? This is like, I looked up like a bunch of El Salvador videos, like where I've always heard about. And they made the itinerary for me. So it was crazy. It
talking about El Salvador, crazy. You know, let me share some El Salvador content. Man, bro, and again, guys, that's just next level stuff, man. So, guys, there's different levels to this, man, and I think it's important that where you get your information from is important. Now, I understand there's a lot of consultations out there people paying for. Again, my thing with consultation, make sure this person is knowledgeable about where you're going. A lot of information that you're getting, you could just Google it. It is what it is. And now with AI, I could get it more accurate information. So again, if you got money to spend, you want to talk to somebody, shit, hit me up. Put $100 in my pocket. I'll be good. I'll give you all the information you need.
Do you allow me to say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to stay off topic from Cartagena, because Cartagena is the topic of the video. But this comment right here says most Black YouTube content creators in the travel space are too focused in the pro scene. I would argue that travel is actually divided into different categories, because for me, I'm on this every day. I would say there's Black travel, and then there's like Black men traveling. unfortunately, when you type in, and this is just searching on YouTube, when you type in black men traveling, you're gonna get a different package of content versus black travel. So it's you have to be really detailed on like what you're searching for, because when I search for black travel, it's usually like single professional women traveling, making blogs, or couples, interracial couples, or black couples. But when you type in like certain countries have their own algorithm too. It really depends what your detailed search engine is. So I wouldn't argue. I would argue you can't just group black travelers into the same umbrella, because when you have travel, you have luxury, you have food, you have budget, you have what else? Excursions. Different categories. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, we get that, and that's important. Hey, welcome back, Carlos. What happened, man? You kind of fell
Yeah,
off.
bro. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, the whole city is getting problem with the Wi-Fi. Yeah,
Okay,
I'm now using my other phone.
Okay, well, hey, welcome back to the show. This is getting really
Thank
interesting.
you so much, my brother.
All the guys on the panel been to Cartagena. They can share their experience. So, guess I'm gonna do this. Paint your lifestyle. Can you share your own experience of Cartagena? What the good, the bad, the ugly? Then we'll move on to Buck Travel and Bacchus.
Yes, sir. Okay, so I've been to Colombia twice. I've traveled through pretty extensively, and Cartagena, the second time, was I would say very overwhelming. Between the day and night, I would say the good thing about it is there's always something to do. Heat is always a thing. The nighttime is vastly different from the daytime. As far as con, I definitely felt like walking piece of meat. I'm gonna keep it a $100. I definitely felt like a walking piece of meat. This is the first time I actually avoided eye contact because I don't want to send the wrong impression. I've never been to these places called like Space and Delirium, because when I film from 9 to 5, and by the end of the night I'm already like tired and sleepy. I think that's all I can really say. I would definitely encourage people to still travel to Cartagena.
So let me ask you a question, bro. Like, how many times you say you've been to the city?
Twice. I even had a collaboration there too. Hello?
He froze up. I think it's the internet again. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna just go ahead and interject for a second. I mean, I'm a Colombian vet, but I haven't been to Cartagena. I've been to Medellin a couple of times. But I would just say this, man. From what I've been hearing about Cartagena, man, when you type of, on YouTube, I mean, you see guys going over there and just focus on a clock tower this, Club Delirium this. I'm assuming Cartagena is bigger than that. There's other places where guys can go to, or people can go to and have fun. Like Medellin, like Medellin right now. Medellin is more than the Parque Jerez. You got the Envigado neighborhoods, you got Provincia, you got other neighborhoods that you can go to and have fun. But guys just focus on Parque Jerez.
But the people that are going to Clock Tower exactly what they're going for. If they're portraying that, exactly what they're going for. And we were saying that there's different levels to this stuff. There's guys that go out there to manga. There's guys that go out there to tour. There's guys that just go out there just to go and get away and about whatever. So the different levels, you have to just separate yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I don't go into
true. I feel like I also think like guys, some guys, they just talk to one place, like now, like they've been accepted at the clock tower, and they just want to discover like something else about the city. There is so many things that you can do in the city, like tours, check out like the private beach club and all of that. There is a lot of things to do in the city, besides to the clock tower and the old city.
Facts, 100% on that one. There's also guys that that've been to the clock tower like many times, and all of a sudden they consider themselves an expert on Cartagena. Mind you, these guys never left that block over there in
Yeah.
Clock Tower. So
Yeah.
it's like,
That's
you
funny.
know,
That's funny. That's funny because like some of these guys, like they think like they know more the city than even the locals.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I've came across several guys. They consider themselves expert after just going to the Clock Tower and Hollywood Beach. I'm like, okay, can you recommend any other spots? Nah, just Basement Delirium. That's all you got to go, man. That's all
How
the
many
hip
of
hop music.
How many of y'all been down to the bird sanctuary, a little bit south of Cartagena? Went down there. That place is freaking awesome. Plus, they got a little beach not too far from there, and it was chill. I had a nice bed on the beach. Was chilling with my bed at the time, man. Like, you gotta venture out. There's so many more places, but if it doesn't have any flair to it, if there ain't no chicas there, no mangoes, most of the cats ain't gonna go. They only gonna go where the mangoes are. That's so you know what
Yeah.
they're there.
True.
yeah. And Black Man Travis, to piggyback on when you said Colombia is the size of Texas, actually, it's twice the size of Texas. If you look it up, it's actually twice the size of Texas.
Wow.
And
Okay.
guys are just focused on going to Cartagena, Medellin, those primarily two cities. And I'm like, yo, you can go to Brooklyn, Bucaramanga, you can go to other cities. It's like you coming to the United States. It's like you coming to the United States and only go to Miami and judging the whole United States based on Miami South Beach.
Yeah,
Like it's
Carlos?
like you going to United States and just hanging out in South Beach, strictly South Beach. You're not checking out Kansas, you're not checking out Los Angeles, but you just focus on South Beach and you judging the whole country based on South Beach.
You just going
That's
to
what a lot of these dudes are
and
doing.
that's all of Atlanta. That's it. That's all you need to be is in Magic City. That's it. Like,
Yeah,
come on.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I said,
so
Colombia is
my
actually
opinion-
twice the size of Texas, and there's other places that guys can go to and have fun, hit other hidden, but guys keep going back to the same fish and water pound, man.
Yeah.
There's a dope salsa bar.
as me being Colombian, like there is some cities like they ain't like development there for Americans to visit. You know what I mean? Like I could say like it's Colombia is still like a third world country, and I could say like the most like development city for Americans to visit like Medellin, Colombia. Probably Medellin, Colombia, Cartagena, Colombia, probably the capital. Maybe Cali, Colombia, Barranquilla a little bit, but like those are the cities. Like there is so many cities like you can go, but no all day like are safe. Like Cartagena, well Medellin ain't safe.
My thing is this, right? And again, you have mongers that travel, and again, more power to you guys that you travel for that particular reason. Don't try to shame other dudes that's not into that shit.
Yeah,
and you have a lot of guys that try to bucket everybody into a category. Like, why do I have to put myself into a category? Maybe I just don't want to fuck with you. I don't want to fuck with you and how you move. And it's just like, that's my problem. You got guys that are so instantly, because you monger, you expect me to monger as well. Well, you're going to pay for it regardless. It's like, bro, but yeah, it's a whole different experience. So you got a lot of guys that when they travel, they feel like, hey, you got to do this. You're not this, then you're not keeping it real. But like, bro, I've been to multiple cities in that particular country. You only been to one block. So my thing, guys, if you travel for your own personal reason, man, fuck anybody else would have to, fuck what they have to say. And again, you got a lot of mongers trying to put everybody into the same bucket, trying to shame you, trying to look, do something different because you're not on what they're doing. So I commend people like Bacchus, Carlos, Buck Travels, Paint Your Lifestyle. Do you enjoy your own travels? But it's just like we're not traveling for the same reasons. Because again, you and I could go to Cartagena. I could have a whole different experience compared to what you just had at the Clock Tower and Delirium Space. And I think Delirium Spaces are the two worst clubs to go to in Cartagena. You guys are literally paying American prices. Like that, like what kind of shit sense makes that when the whole purpose of you leaving the country is not to pay American prices?
Yeah.
Don't get quiet, guys, man. Hey, you guys woke up the beast, man.
You
That's what it is, man.
I
I'm
was trying to
sorry.
say that there's a dope salsa bar that I went to last. I don't know the name of it, but probably your friend. I think he's off the room now, but
Yeah.
there's a dope salsa bar that I went to, and it was so crazy. It's near Gethsemane. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hidden gem right there. I definitely recommend people to check that out. The vibes is all day.
So I mean,
only the people that's gonna dig deeper and not go off of surface level stuff. Most people see what others do and they want to do the exact same thing. They want to walk the exact same footsteps because they know it, they're familiar with it. They're not willing to walk off that other beaten path. Especially for you, Peyton, like a lot of the stuff that I saw you did on your channel, I'm like, as many times as I've been to Philippines, I ain't did most of that, and I'm just like taking notes, like, okay, this dude on. You came to my house and showed me where the sugar was. Like, God damn, I ain't know I had sugar.
I like that.
God damn. But that's what you need, though. You need people when you meet up, you be like, yo, let me tell you about these 3 hidden gems. I tell you about those 3 hidden gems, and we're all, growing instead of continuously going back to the same old, same old. And I kind of got complacent in that. So now I need to make sure, yes, I'm a touchdown, but I have several other places I want to go when I go back there and whatnot. So yeah, it's totally on the person. Most people now getting their legs for the first time as after COVID and realizing, the women are in the matrix and blah, blah, blah. Fine, go to Cartagena 2-3 times. They're going to go to Medellin 2-3 times, but what's after that? Are you going to venture out more? Are you going to go to El Salvador? Are you going to go to Chile? Are you going to go other places? Are you going to start learning the language?
Chile.
Like, what's the game plan?
Somebody here has been to Chile.
My man just got back. I have not.
I think Austin Hahnemann was talking about it today in his YouTube live, talking about going there. But I just want to piggyback on.
I hear there's a lot of earthquake over there.
Yeah, there's a lot of equity. So yeah, another point is make friends with the locals, the local dudes over there, because they've been living there all their lives, and they can show you, the shortcuts, the cheap prices, the hidden gems of the city.
I say this, Buck Travel. I say hire a tour guide. That tour guide can give you all that information you need. And again, guys, look, a lot of these tour guides in these countries are not expensive. You guys are paying more for the box than for a tour guide. And
yeah, that's the same.
Go ahead, Carlos. Go ahead, because you're from there, man.
Yeah. Like a lot of people, like, they get hurt. Like when tour guys trying to give them a price or something, but they be paying more for a woman. Like people do with the money what they want. So I don't judge nobody. So
I think a tour guide is probably one of the best things you can most definitely do. It means to be part of your checklist. All right, got the flight, got the Airbnb, got the tour guide, got money for food, got money for liquor. Yeah, let's go. I think that is something.
I'm sure like tour guide, they're very helpful, bro. Like I'm sure like if the guy that got killed in Colombia, he would have a tour guide, it would have happened to him because he would have explained him, like tour guide would explain him better, like the area where he was. They probably might change his mind and move to somewhere else or something. If he would have a tour guide.
Yeah, definitely agree. And make sure the tour guide is actually a local, not a Western or American tour guide. Make sure the dude is actually from there. Not some expat.
Not even an expat. Not someone that just got deported from the States. You guys got to be careful who you talk to.
Man, you gotta really
I'm just being real.
Ain't nothing wrong with D14. Come on now.
I mean, okay, all right, guys.
You know what?
Yes, I still believe. I believe that they deserve a second chance. I do, and some of them are really great. Because a couple of months ago, I did an interview with Goldie. He's amazing. It was a great conversation. But I'm just saying, be careful. If you talk to the dude that used to live in the States, I always ask him, why did you move here? Are you an expat?
Yeah, cool.
It's like, bro, you got deported. So
And
Be
you know
mindful of that.
and, you know
Me
that actually
personally,
says a lot about their character. Because
yeah,
I
me
ran into this
personally,
one
like,
dude, travel guide in Medellin. He was a deportee, and I was like, "Why you got deported?" And he was like, "Oh, I committed a social security fraud." And I was like, I got the hint, and I was like, "Yep, I'm not trusting this dude." You know, I know
yeah,
you want second
because
chance,
like,
but
I
that
know
speaks volume
personally,
about
like,
yourself.
I personally, like, I don't like to hang out with people like, they've been like this type of opinions, like they because you never know, you just never know. Sometimes like they don't even tell you the truth, and they just want to be like hanging out with you, and they never tell you the truth. And you don't know if you can get in trouble because of them. I'd rather like not hang out with those type of people.
Okay.
Yeah,
And also, guys, be careful. The guys that live in these countries that are Americans, majority of the time they're broke. So they trying to leech off of you. Guys, be mindful with some of these so-called expats. They label themselves as expats, but they're really not expats. They decided to relocate. Now they have no money, so now they're just trying to take advantage of any American that come into the country as a tour guide. Be mindful of that.
Yeah, but also I think like, now like a lot of people, especially guys, they get desperate and they're trying to do like anything to move outside of the US. And they're trying to do like they might sell like their mother for money. They move down to Colombia, Brazil, Thailand, or anywhere, because they're just trying to leave the US.
Yep, I agree. So guys, again, there's a lot of upside in hiring a tour guide. For Cartagena, if you really want to experience Cartagena for what it is, hire a tour guide. I have Carlos Perez. He's a tour guide there. He lives there. He's a local. He's a brother. He can have your best interest. And guys, you guys put more money towards the chica that's going to rob and drug you than putting towards something that has more of a valuable experience, guys. All the stuff that I did in Cartagena, I used a tour guide. Bacchus and I use a tour guide. The tour guide handles everything for you. The coordination, the pickup, like arrangements.
Our tour guide got us out of that scrape, remember, when we was leaving?
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's the benefits of having a tour guide. Having the benefits of someone like Carlos to be there and be your person, your right-hand man, to take care of any situation. If you get pulled over by the cops, Carlos is going to handle it. If a chica's trying to drug you, maybe he could save you. I don't know. But just be mindful by having a tour guide that's from that country, that lives in that country. There's a lot of upside, and again, you'd be able to see a lot more and do within that particular city. So, guys, again, you spend more on the box. Why not spend more money towards the tour guide that's going to actually give you right information and make sure that you enjoy your trip?
Yeah, I think we got to start understanding that it's okay to spend a little bit more on yourself for safety or connections. I think we got to start normalizing that. And I understand certain people, want to travel alone. Certain people want to have a vacation. But if you're unaware of certain destinations, it's okay to spend a little more on someone who's going to hold your hand throughout a country you don't know anything about. Is that okay to say?
Yes, I agree. I will spend more for safety. I have guys tell other guys, why are you going to spend $80 for an Airbnb or hotel? You could just spend $20 for this little hotel room. Yeah, the hotel room has no security, and if anything would happen to you, no one's not going to know.
Yeah.
I'm a strong believer. The way you live your life in the States should be the same how you live your life overseas. I'm used to living a certain type of lifestyle in the States. Bach has been around me. He knows that. I'm going to live that same lifestyle overseas. It is what it is. I'm not going to downgrade my lifestyle just to be overseas. I'm not going to do that. Yeah. If I'm used to staying at a four plus star hotel, I'm going to do that overseas. If I'm used to eating at a nice restaurant, a nice steakhouse, I'm going to do it overseas. That's the way I'm going to do it. I'm not going to scale down. Hey, let's go hang out in the hood. That shit dumbfounds me.
That's scary,
when dudes go to these countries.
Wait, you're not going to stay in a hostel? Black man travel, you're not going to stay in a hostel? Sharing a bump date?
I'm a grown motherfucking man. What the hell am I staying in the hostel for?
He's past that.
I'm a grown man. The hostel's for an 18 teenager, runaway, confused college kid. No,
Europeans.
Bro,
I'm a,
bro, you don't find like
Black
in
man
this
Travis,
hotel in City
Black
here,
man
like you don't
Travis,
find like old people.
there's some guys that are
hold on,
30
hold on,
plus
hold on.
years old, and they stay in the hostels. They coming from the Matrix, and they stay in hostels just to save costs. And what they do is like instead of bringing the chica home, they go to the brothels instead. And I'm like, yo, I can't downgrade in lifestyle like that, man.
No, I can't do that. Carlos, you were saying something, Carlos?
Yeah, I was saying like you got you have like all these a lot of old people like they've been staying in the hostel, sharing rooms and all of that.
Yeah.
There is one hostel in Cartagena, like the name is Selena. There is one
Sounds
hotel
good.
also like named Selena too.
Yeah.
But the Selena hostel, definitely be sharing room with some other people.
So let me
That hostile
add,
shit is not for me, man. That shit,
wait.
man. If I'm being
Pay your
honest,
lifestyle.
man.
Pay your lifestyle. Go for it.
let me just say some Buck travels. I also mentioned like people travel for different reasons. There is nothing wrong with staying in a hostel because I've done that too. It depends what your objective is when you're traveling. So what we're talking about is basically you get what you pay for. That's
Yes.
the first thing
Yeah,
I
that's
learned
true.
traveling outside the United States. That is the first thing I understood because when I'm paying for something that's $20 versus $100, there's a big difference. The young man,
Yeah, there is a lot of difference in the table.
yes, what is your name, Carlos? He mentioned Selena's hostel. I actually stayed there because I had
Selena hostel?
yeah, in Cartagena. It's actually one of
Okay.
the best in the area. It's one of the best, but it's not cheap.
Yeah, the best hostel, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now, paint your lifestyle. You mentioned there's a hostel that's out in the ocean.
Yes,
I'll do that because I'm doing that for the experience.
I
absolutely.
mean, there is a hostel that the name is like House in the Water, like Casa en el Agua.
Yes.
So it's far from the city, but this hostel is nice as fuck. It's in the middle of the sea, but it's just nice. It's very nice, and actually it's not cheaper. Like the cheapest night could be like $100 per night.
Yeah, I would recommend that too. I think what Buck Trials is referring to is like there's certain individuals that would just travel, I guess, for women opportunities and put themselves in a accommodation that puts them in danger just to be with someone for the night. I think that's what he was trying to say is not what you do when you do hostels, because the whole objective of hostels is to budget and have a place to stay for the night. It's not a place you want to be for a whole week. It's a place where if you don't have enough funds, you're always going to have a bed waiting for you for 10 or 15 bucks in whatever country you go to, right?
It serves a purpose. However, if you position yourself to be the so-called expert and you're getting super chats and stuff like that, your ass should not be staying at a damn hostel. You should not be staying at a cabana. Just for lodging. It just doesn't make any sense. I just feel like men, and particularly black men, we just need to up our standards. We settle for less for a lot of shit just for the sake of doing it. Right?
I barely see like black men are saying the hostel like my clients, they always are saying like nice Airbnbs or nice hotels. I never was a client that majority of my clients they black, and like few of them, well, I think nobody that has a thing.
Carlos, majority of your clients have money. They have jobs. We're speaking of the dusty travelers. They're out there. Trust me, there's a lot of guys out there that's traveling to these countries wanting to stay at a cabana. Like, how can you stay in a cabana when people go there to have sex? It's like, really? You staying there? Like, well, again, I'm not judging. Again, guys, I know I don't want to be considered elitist or whatever, but I just feel like we just need to uphold a certain standard in how we travel and how we do things. And I think it's just like right now, if you don't have the means to travel, don't travel.
Yeah,
that's right. That's what I've been saying for a long time, bro. Like that's what I've been, me like as a tour guy, like I own my company for tours. Like that's what I've been saying. Like you don't have enough travel, then don't do it. Wait till you got enough so you can have I'm one of the person like I'm the type of person like I consider like travel is illusory, and then you gotta work hard to get illusory stuff, Just make sure you have enough, and then you won't be worried like about how much is the bill, this, because everything will be taken care in advance.
We have a question, guys. I'm gonna ask you guys. Question to the panel: do you guys date the Afro-Colombian women in Cartagena or Medellin? Carlos, you from Cartagena, man. So you date sisters in Cartagena, or you prefer the Blanca, Negra, Morena?
Bro, I love the black woman, bro. I love the woman, 100%, bro.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
My mom, she's from a town that is name is Urabá. It's an area like they have it's a land of black people. It's close to Medellin. It's like 5 hours from Medellin. Mm-hmm. It's a land of black people, so they have a lot of beautiful black women over there. But black women all the time, bro, 100%.
Yeah, that's why I go to Cali, Colombia.
But you know what? Like, I was in Medellin with my fiance. My bad, in Cali with my fiance, and I didn't see a lot of black people in Colombia. I love black people in Cali. My bad.
Damn, we lost him again. The Wi-Fi. Paint your lifestyle, man. During your travels, have you dated any sisters during your travel? Gone on any dates?
Bro, man, I don't know if I can say it online.
I don't know if it's going to come back to me, man.
All right. I ain't gonna put you on the spot, man.
Let me see what I can say. As far as this question, I did go on a date the second time when I was in Cartagena, but she was from Barranquilla.
Okay.
I've never dated anyone from what is this, Cartagena?
Yeah,
or Medellin. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I dated from someone from Cartagena before, yeah, most definitely. I mean, you just go with what works with you. So to answer his question, yeah, ain't nothing to it. Still going strong. Still cool to this day. Ain't had a problem. Had problems, but that's just life in general.
I'm not gonna lie. Every country I go to, I get the sisters first dibs. I give them first dibs. So when I see a beautiful sister, I approach. I shoot my shot, see what happens. And I give them first dibs. But then after that, if things don't work out, shit. All right, open season. So anyone can get it. But typically, especially in Colombia, I prefer sisters. It is what it is. Especially when you go to Cali, Buenaventura. Man, I seen some beautiful black women, small waist, big old juicy ass butt, nice smile. I mean,
the smile that gets me, bro. It's the smile that has They smile at you and look at you and say, like, God damn, boy.
I remember I was in Cali, bro. I was in Cali. This girl came in the shower with me, man. She gave me a goddamn bath. I felt like a damn taller. I'm like, God damn.
Coming to America.
Man, I'm like, God damn. I can get used to this shit.
Eddie Murphy status, man.
Man, I'm just saying, it's just like typically every country I go to, from Ecuador, Peru, if I see a sister and she looks nice, I'll give her first dibs, man. It's just it's something about it. But of course, after that, if it doesn't work, if I shoot my shot, it doesn't go through. Hey, all right, cool. So to answer your question, Justin Holmes, yeah, we do get sister love. There's a lot of black women in Colombia, man, from Chocó to Buenaventura to Barranquilla, Cartagena, and Santa Marta, San Andres, Bogota. There are black folks all over Colombia. Actually, Colombia has the second largest black population outside of Brazil in South America.
Even Brazil's a whole nother topic that kind of just should be talked about too.
Okay,
that's good. It's all good. Nah,
not extreme, but like,
nah. Brazil's been beaten down, and to me, I don't want to hear nothing coming out of Brazil if it has to do with Rio. I want to hear about the other places. It's so much bigger. You got Fortaleza, you have São Paulo, you have so many other places, man. I want to hear who's going to those places. Who's going not to Rio? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, Brazil got some talent, bro. Brazil got some talent. I mean, shit. It's just like, man, hey, you're gonna have some good time, bro.
I'm getting the evil eye right now because
you got a Colombian chick next to you. You talking about Brazil?
I got my Venezuelan chick next to me.
Oh, Venezuelan. Oh, my bad. Excuse
Yes,
me.
Miss Bora Bora herself.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, again, guys, when you traveling, there's a lot of places you could go. Someone like Paint Your Lifestyle, Buck Travel, you guys been all over across the globe. Don't limit yourself to the big four, which is what, Colombia, Dominican Republic, Brazil, and Thailand. There's so many other hidden gems, guys. I had a great time in Ecuador. I went to Ecuador. I went to Guayaquil and Montenetti. I had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing time. El Salvador, Guatemala, had a great time. It's just, again, guys, the whole point of you having a passport is to explore. That's the whole point of it. Now, if you travel for the box, primary for the box, that tells me that, you know what, you ain't used to getting it. Because really, if you're a single man, it's part of the experience. It doesn't have to be your primary focus. But again, that's just me.
I think people sleep on Guatemala too. I had a crazy experience there.
Yeah,
that's another place people don't talk about. I think just the Central America, right?
Central America. Yeah, Guatemala, Central America.
I encourage people to go to Guatemala just as much as you would go to El Salvador and Belize, Costa Rica.
Dude, I went to Honduras.
Oh, really?
And yeah, Honduras. I went to Honduras. I was on the Caribbean coast. Bro, Honduras is number black folks.
Wow.
That you think there's no black folk, and they speak English. Like the coast of this area, it's the area called Rotan, and the coastal side of Honduras, they speak English. Black folks speak English and Spanish. Yep.
See, Nicaragua and Honduras is two areas I'm still not too sure about. Because whenever I hear about it from my travels, they're just saying like the insecurity is just too high over there versus El Salvador and Guatemala.
Well, it all depends. If you're on the Caribbean coast, you're good. If you go more inland, it's not that great. It's kind of similar to El Salvador. So as long as you're on the Caribbean coast of Honduras, you'll be all right. And again, you'll blend in. A lot of black folks with dreads. They have that Jamaican accent, that patois accent, and they speak Spanish. It's kind of similar to Panama, but there it's just like you see a lot of dreads out there, big time.
Man, I love traveling, man. It's amazing.
I have a question for the panel from Justin Holmes. What is your favorite travel experience? Starting with Buck Travel, then we move on to Paint Your Lifestyle and Bacchus.
Dang, man. So I would say
I'm last. Well, I gotta think about that.
Man, he put me on the spot for that one.
Pick a decade. Pick a year.
I would say the first experience that comes to my mind is actually when I paraglided in Medellin mountains. That was a quite experience because you literally over the clouds. And you gliding down and you seeing how beautiful the whole city is. That was a quite remarkable experience. That's the first thing that popped up.
All right, cool. Paint Your Lifestyle.
I'm a beach guy, so any opportunity to swim, I definitely compare different beaches in my mind to the best to the worst. So I would say like having opportunity to swim in these beaches, these oceans, these rivers, these lakes, whatever. That's my favorite travel experience.
Okay.
Bacchus? I think I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that same energy. I did a 4-day, 3-night liveaboard off the coast in the Great Barrier Reef, and I was scuba diving. And to this day, I did this back in 2012. To this day, it has to be one of the best things I've ever seen with a full moon on the reef diving at night. That experience right there is one. And another one is I remember being in a certain part in the Philippines where my friend took me. It was hella far. I couldn't even tell you where it was. And they never seen a black American man before. So I was walking with my homegirl and her cousin, and people were coming out of their houses. Kids walking next to me. Kids look just like they could be my kids, just as dark as I am. People trying to One lady tried to ask me to marry her daughter to bring her back to America while my friend is right there, and I just like grabbed her and made it seem like we was dating. But
Okay.
just being out there and just actually just you know what, I just gathered everybody around. We just sat. They asked me whatever questions they wanted to, and I just answered them as truthfully and honestly as possible. Went bought food for a bunch of the little kids and whatnot, and just hung out. Uh, yeah, I think those are my two best experiences traveling.
Okay. I'll go next and introduce Prince. Hey, what's up, Prince? How you doing, man?
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, I would just say my, what's the question again? So I make sure I
What
answer.
What is your favorite travel
Problem
experience?
Paris.
Um, hmm. You mean like a country, or like a country that I was in?
Yeah, whatever. Like any
Uh,
travel experience, it could be overseas, domestic.
I've been to a few countries, but I have to say when I first came to Colombia, um, I feel like to me, Cartagena was like my best travel experience that I ever had. Um, just After COVID, there wasn't too many places to go, and on my first trip, I said, you know what, um, let me go to Colombia because I've heard about Colombia from a lot of people. So I stayed out there a month, and I really fell in love with the place. And for
Mhm.
me, that was my best travel experience.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
you know.
All right. I guess for me, it
Oh,
was South Africa. Um, the reason why I just felt a strong connection is just to be back on the continent. Well, for to be back with my ancestors. Excuse me. That was my first trip to Africa, and I remember stepping my foot in the water, and I just felt that connection, having my foot in that water at the beach, and it's just like, wow, I'm here. And I remember just being there and people finding out where I'm from, and they just kept saying, "Welcome back home." That just touched me, man. I like, man, just welcome back. And to this day, South Africa still remain number one for me. It was just a very emotional experience, a great experience overall, but just to feel that connection, like, wow, this is where we came from, the continent, how far it is. And I advise everybody, if you can, go experience Africa at some point in your life.
Mhm.
Again, everyone got different experiences, man, but I make the best of it. I did a nighttime safari, daytime safari. I hit three cities: Durban, Johannesburg, Cape Town, and it was just a great experience. And it was the fact that, dude, these were people that spoke English, so I didn't need to speak another language. And the women there are freaking gorgeous, man, like top notch, hands down. So
yeah, I go next now. So I think my favorite travel experience was in San Andres, Colombia.
mm,
Like, was my first time over there. And then I've been there twice with my fiance, and then like people over there, like I love the culture. Like they speak English, they speak Creole also. Like people, like the women are very cute over there. Like you see, like black people, like with blue eyes, like they just way different. Like blonde, like black people, like mixed with a blonde, like with a blonde hair. Like it's just like it's a really like good place to visit. Also, like the sea, it's very nice. Like they have like seven colors. Like it's just like a lot to see it over there. Is a very interesting place to visit.
hey, Carlos, we have a question for you.
Yeah,
Someone,
you have the
Adam, has a question. What do you think about white expats living in Cartagena?
white expats that live down here. Like they've been great, bro. I met a lot of them. Like actually, like the white expat community is really big in the city. Adam, that's my homie right there. Also, like I'm wearing his shirt from his company, Slago. Like that's his company in the U.S. So yeah, like the white community, it's been great to me. Like majority of them, like almost majority of the white community that live down here in the city, they have business, and like yeah, they've been solid. Great people. We meet majority of them.
Yeah. To be honest, most of the expats that I meet overseas are pretty cool. So
Yeah,
regardless of their race, especially if they're expat from the States and they know that you're here, they try to help you out. But
yeah,
again,
true.
guys, just be careful with some of the other expats out there. There's a lot of they're not really
Yeah.
technically expats, they just struggling. And they'll
Yeah. They
try to
just got
leech
the
on.
product.
Yeah, they're just trying to leech on to any person that they can meet. So be careful with that.
Yeah, true.
I have another question for the panel.
Uh-huh.
Which country has the hottest females? Starting with Buck Travels, Paint Your Lifestyle, Buckus, Prince, and Carlos.
That's
Go
all
for it.
exception. That's
Well,
all.
Wait, hold up, guys. Hold up. Bacchus,
it,
Buck Travel
it,
first.
it depends.
Carlos,
Like
hold on.
one.
Hold
Okay.
on. We're gonna go with Buck Travel first. Go ahead, Buck.
Okay.
So far out of all the countries I've been to, so I've been to Mexico, Costa Rica, Peru, Dominican Republic,
Hottest females.
Japan. Out of all those countries and Canada, I probably would say, and a lot would some of the guys on the panel would disagree with me, but I'm gonna say Montreal, Canada. I saw the baddest chicks out there, man. Baddest. It's diverse.
I
They
can
got a lot of
co-sign.
they got a lot of different cultures out there. They got a lot of it's diverse. I mean, you can have beauties from all around the world. So I would say Montreal, Canada.
I co-sign. I agree. Paint Lifestyle.
Okay. I
Not
think
gonna get in trouble answering this question.
no, I'll answer. It's all good. I think this question is very subjective.
Yeah, it is.
Given I've been to 20 countries, and what comes to my mind first, I can't say which is better or other, but I would say definitely maybe this could be arguable. I would say Argentina. I would say Colombia and Brazil and Mexico. Those four come to my mind.
Mexico?
Yes.
Oh man,
Mexico.
Yeah.
Come on,
Come on,
come on.
Mexico for the win.
Pants.
We did with us SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
That's my experience, bro. Like I said, subjective. But
Yeah. It is.
Argentina definitely blew me out the waters. Mexico, Colombia, and what was that? I said 3 or 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's me.
Okay. Bacchus.
I currently, at the moment, cannot answer that question truthfully because of my current situation. I respectfully decline.
Are you serious?
She's looking right at me.
Just say Venezuela. Shit.
Venezuela.
You say to Venezuela.
All right.
I ain't never been. I'm just say that.
All right, Prince.
Oh man, that's a hard question to answer, man. Like, it's like I don't have like a favorite. I mean, I tend to like the women from the Caribbean a lot. The region. I feel, of course, Colombian women are nice, and Venezuela too. I wouldn't say that okay, Venezuela better than Colombia. I think it just the women just look uniquely different. You know what I mean? And also, I kind of like the Haitian woman. I think the Haitian woman, because I like black women too. But I like the Caribbean black though. So I would say Haitian and Grenadian. I haven't been to Africa, so I can't talk about African women. But that I would say just generally the women in the Caribbean area.
Okay.
And
sounds like a plan.
One more thing. The guy said Montreal. I've been to Canada. I feel like Toronto. They have some nice looking women in Toronto. Because one thing about Toronto is very diverse. They have like everybody in Toronto. You got Indian, you have Caribbean, It's so diverse over there, man.
Yeah.
You can find you find all type of women over there.
Let me jump in real quick. I can speak real quick. Hold on. All right, yo, I'm gonna say Thailand. Honestly, I've seen so many when they mix, they mix real well with everything.
They do.
And I've seen that being there for a long time, I got to see even more of it. So personally, right now, I'm gonna say Thailand. To be honest, if you're into Asians, I'll say Thai. If you're into the Latinas, I'm gonna say most definitely. You know, I don't have enough information for that because I've only been to a very small few places. But yeah, I guess Colombia for now.
Carlos, which country has the hottest females? Shit, you're in Colombia, so.
Bro,
Look at his face.
that's a different question, but you know, but definitely I would say Colombia because you know, like, bro, like Colombia, you know, they have a lot of type of women's, like black women's, light skin, like it depends where you go. Like, if you go to the Caribbean in Colombia, you will see one type of woman. If you go to around Cali, like around all these towns, like they have beautiful black women, like the hottest black woman I ever seen in my life. They're around that area. Like Cali has a reputation with the best black woman in Colombia. So I definitely would say Colombia, yeah. Colombia for sure. Colombia for the win.
My turn. I'll say Brazil.
Brazil.
The reason why Brazil has everything. Brazil has everything. If you want Asian, you can go to Brazil. You want black, you go to Brazil. You want white, you can go to Brazil. You want Indian, you can go to Brazil. Brazil has everything. And depending where you are across Brazil, either be because Brazil has 26 states, you find a whole different type, man. So I'll say Brazil following up with South Africa. Now, I have a question for the panel. And again, we're gonna close it out soon. Can you find love or a relationship overseas, like something real authentic overseas? Starting with Buck Travel, then we're gonna go through the panel.
Yes, and I believe it depends on how long you're staying in a place. If you said, okay, I'm gonna stay for less than 2 weeks, you're not gonna find authentic love. But if you're gonna be in the country for a year or more, which I consider long term, then you can find authentic love in these countries.
Okay.
As long as you don't look like a fucking fat slob, that smells bad, you will find love, man.
Okay. Paint your lifestyle. Can you find love overseas? Something that's very authentic and genuine overseas.
Oh man, absolutely. I've been in love so many times.
So
many times, man.
So you might I don't think you might be in love. I think like you just like the person so much. But I think like sometimes we don't know when we are in love,
No, for me, no. I've met people where I'm like, I could see myself really being with this person. The most beautiful woman I've ever seen till today was in Turkey, and this woman was beautiful.
So you used to get in love.
I think love finds me. I'm a very approachable person, and I love talking to people. So I would definitely agree. You can find love anywhere in the world. I think energy attracts too. I'm a believer in energy attracts. So yeah, I've found it at least 20 times. Every country I go to, I fall in love.
Okay.
Listen.
Wait. So how long were you averaging in those countries? Were you living there longer periods of time, or just a couple weeks here and there?
When I first started, I was spending so I was in Egypt for 2 months, Jordan for 2 weeks, Turkey 4 months. Then
Jordan?
I traveled. Yeah, Jordan as well.
You going to off-beaten spots?
I have a different goal in mind. I'm just trying to pursue my own dreams and make this a reality. So it's different, it requires me to be in these countries a little longer to make this type of content. But that's kind of where I started off in that part of the world. And then I made my way down to Latin America, and I just finished Asia just right now. So I've found love in every single country I've gone to, literally. You know, it's almost sad because like when you come back home, it's different. People are a little bit standoffish. You can't just approach people the same way. Like when I'm outside in the world, people love to talk. Everybody has a story. Everybody loves
I
to know
agree.
each other. You
I
know,
agree.
everybody has a story. So it's like I love talking to strangers, and when you talk to people, you connect with the land on a different level, more intimate level, which has allowed me to meet people that I've literally fallen in love with so many times per country.
It's funny you mentioned that because I was literally having that conversation with my chica today. Now that she's stateside, I'm asking her, you know, how from what you thought it was to what it actually is. What do you think? And she says one of the biggest things is it's very hard to make friends here. People stay to themselves. They're not really they're not going to talk to you unless they really absolutely have to, or the common courtesy. So that's a big a culture shock for her. So yeah, you absolutely right on that. I make more friends overseas than I do locally.
And I think it's just the culture. I think
It's
that's
the
just the culture. It's the culture.
The culture.
You know?
Okay, Prince, can you find love, genuine relationship overseas, i.e., passport girls?
I think you can, but I think you to find real love, something serious. I think you need to live in the country with the woman. I can't really see it working long distance or like you go there for like 1 week and then come back, you know, and stay for 6 months. You need to be like an expat or something like that for it to work, you know, for it to be something serious, you know.
Okay.
But I think it's possible. It also depends on the country too. Each country, the woman can be slightly different, so you kind of need to do your research and know what you're looking for. You know.
Okay, Carlos, can American guys find love in Cartagena?
Yeah, they definitely can, bro. They definitely can. Somebody good for their life here, but like I say, you know, this is um city like you have like anywhere in the world you have like a lot of type of women. You know, you got good women, you got bad women. You know, but I think as a man, it's like we feel like when God's saying you the right woman to your life, and you just gotta value that and make it work. And yeah, I think like guys definitely can find a good woman in Cartagena anywhere in the world. You just gotta focus on that, and God will send you the right woman to your life.
I agree. Well, for me to answer that question,
I got something to say about that.
yeah, go ahead, Prince. Go ahead, man.
I mean, I wouldn't really be looking at Cartagena, man, because you're gonna have. I think you would have an uphill battle, man, because of the current climate that's going on down there. A lot of guys is going down there for a particular thing, and the women are aware of that. So you're going to have to like prove yourself that you're not like those other guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
that's true because like I've been talking with a lot of my friends. Like sometimes they want me to, the clients want me to introduce my friend with them. My female friends. They're like, no, they just get to have fun and they leave the country
leave.
and that's it. Yeah, yeah. They think like it's easy, like to hang out with a local girl ain't easy like that. Like
No.
you gotta be patient.
To answer the question, I think you can find love, something genuine, a good woman overseas. But just like what Prince said, you got to put in a lot of effort and work into it. You got to visit the country often, or actually live in the country. And also, too, you can't be in the tourist area, guys. I'm just keeping it real. You're not gonna find love.
Would recommend it.
You're not gonna find love in Sosua. You're not gonna find love in Pacajeras.
Nope.
Or Copacabana Beach, Clock Tower. You really got to ingrain yourself into the culture and city and way of life of that country to really meet genuine people. And again, if you're used to dating a certain type of woman in the States, apply that overseas. Like me personally, you must have a strong education.
I also want to say something because like there is guy like they blame like the clock tower because they got in love like with the working girl, and they this girl like broke her like they her and they be complaining like, oh, you cannot find like real love in Cartagena. That was just your situation because you got in love with the wrong woman.
Yeah. Yeah. So guys, again, you can find love. It's not going to be easy. It's not get your passport and they're going to fall on your knees because you're American. No, don't believe all that bullshit. You're going to have to put in work. You're going to have to put in work. You got to have to learn the culture, learn the language, learn the way of life, and venture out. Do not try to wife a chick that you met at Pacajeras, Copacabana Beach, Postal 5, Clock Tower,
the clubs. The clubs over there.
You're not gonna find them, man. Most women across Latin America and Asia are very conservative. They're very conservative people. They don't want to be seen in a certain environment because, again, due to shame. So, guys, if you meet your chick at a club and Patia at 808, more than likely she's been ran through. So I'm just letting you know.
And the thing is, also these, the non-working women, they don't want to be around. They don't want to be in the same area with the working women because they don't want dudes to think like they're the same thing. They usually don't hang out in the same areas.
I have few friends like they won't be walking around the class at night because they might think like guys would think like they working girls.
Look, the thing is, guys, let's keep it real, and we're gonna have a real man conversation right now, and we're gonna close it out. The way the U.S. have become, a lot of men are being neglected. A lot of men are seeking attention in regards to having a woman, nurture them. A lot of guys are going, living their lives, not having sex, not interacting with women. There's this whole thing called a monk mode where you just shut down yourself and stay in a room and just grind all the goddamn time and go party for 2 weeks and come back and grind again. A lot of guys are looking for love, man. So when they go overseas, especially to Latin America and Asia, and they meet these women that just do the nicest basic things, they fall in love off of that. Like, understand that these women are designed that way for that particular country because that's how the society is built. So her cooking for you, cleaning for you, she does that for everybody. So the thing is, don't position her to be special. What makes her special is the way she treats you, the way she perceives herself, the self-respect that she has, and the fact that she wants to grow with you. But a lot of guys, man, when they travel, they seeking for that love and attention. Do you guys agree or disagree? I mean, I'm okay with the pushback. But I think a lot of American men, European men, just want attention, want touch, because our society has become very cold, where we just grind. We work out a lot. We work ourselves to death, and there's no reward behind it. I mean, you guys can push back.
I completely agree on that. I believe a lot of people, they know, hey, I'm going to go overseas. I'm just going to stack my money. I'm not going to go out on dates. I'm not going to interact. That numbs you. But so when you finally get out there and a woman actually pays you attention, actually is nice to you, it's like, what the fuck? It's a glass of water in the desert, right? And they cling on to that. And you're absolutely right. I do believe there's a lot of lonely men out here who aren't getting any kind of admiration, love, or anything unless they are coming out with the bag for it. And feeling that way could really make you feel some type of way towards the opposite sex or even your peers. So yeah, when they go someplace and a girl is nice to you and calling you sir and respecting you and just being her normal self that she normally is to everybody there, different culture, it is a massive shock all in all. So I co-sign on that. I completely believe it. I know that because I felt that myself. I've been in that situation myself.
Okay. Paint your lifestyle. What are your thoughts on it?
I've actually made a couple Instagram reels and TikToks about this category. I capture these encounters with people that I talk to, and it is what I'm seeing that it is a thing where when you see someone just be generally nice or interested in your journey abroad, it comes off as a shocker to a different lens.
I
Um,
agree.
on the internet. So, for example, like I have a video that's going to hit 1 million in the next 4 hours.
Oh wow!
I
Congratulations, man.
Thank you. This is on TikTok, but it went viral on Instagram as well. I have a video of just I filmed myself eating at McDonald's, like a McDonald's video for YouTube, right?
Mhm.
And I highlighted a certain part of the video where the McDonald's worker is a Vietnamese girl. She's pretty, and she's asking me just general questions about my journey. And you can see that there's a body language to it, and I highlighted that part. So, with that being said, this video took off on TikTok and Instagram, and people in the comments are like, "You see how she's treating him? I don't get that in the States." Or, "This girl's body language is crazy. She totally wants him." Or, "He's risen her up. Oh, she's so into him." All this extra stuff when it's just a general conversation, a general interaction. Maybe she is interested. Body language is definitely there, but for me to see that a lot of people don't really get this, I don't know where they're from, but it's shocking to see that a lot of people um, are wanting this type of interaction, or wanting to feel special, wanting to feel noticed, want to have a genuine desire to be talked to. So it's a big topic to talk about, but maybe when we have more time, we can go deeper into it.
Yeah, definitely. Prince, what's your take on it? I'm gonna chime in on it.
I wanted to say that I just feel like the American society is just going down the wrong direction, and and this and the thing is, like, I'm from New York City, and I mean that's where I live,
It's
and
like the worst place to live right now.
yes, the worst place, and there's also other urban cities that are like this too, where the women are just like very difficult, or they're more masculine. They have like a masculine kind of attitude. They're not so feminine, and for you to talk to them is like you have to jump through a lot of hoops and to get their attention. Just you know I mean, just asking a question, not that you're trying to even get the number. They might think you like you trying to like you chasing it just I think you guys know what I mean, but it's just it just most of the time it turns me off, and I don't really try to pursue women like that over here. Now, if I come across a woman that's cool, then I'll try to get her number or whatever. But it's like I can understand why guys are so frustrated in the particularly in cities like New York City, and why it's good to get out of your, even if you're not able to leave the country, get out of your surroundings, go to a different state, go to maybe down south where the women are not so bad like that. I find that the women down south tend to be a little bit better than like certain cities like Atlanta. Atlanta
Nope.
used to be.
Nope. Don't say Atlanta. Don't say Atlanta.
Used to be.
All them girls in Atlanta,
Atlanta used to be
New
cool,
York.
but but now you have a lot of New Yorkers that are going down to Atlanta and they messed it up. So now it's almost like New York down there, and LA and Miami, and it's crazy.
I
You
get what
know.
you mean. They make you feel like you're a beggar, and they're just fed
Yeah.
up with you constantly. It's
Yeah.
like, look, man, I'm just trying to tell you that you dropped your phone, but fuck you.
Yeah.
I'll fuck this phone.
Yeah.
You
It's
got in traffic.
it's
Kiss my
it's
ass.
crazy.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. And yeah, it's like you have to, you trying to break the ice with them, and you have to break the ice with them first, and you got to you have to do mental gymnastics with them to try to get their attention, and when you travel and go to other countries like Colombia, or it doesn't have to be Colombia, it could be, I'm sure, Africa. You're gonna find a woman that just they're they don't mind talking to you over the smallest thing. You don't have to do jumping jacks to get their attention. Just to have a small conversation, and and let's say let's go to the park or something, let's chill, or ask if you want to. It doesn't take much, but like over here, it's like they're always thinking like some bad thoughts or something, like I don't know. It's just a mess over here, man.
I'll say
And
this. I've traveled to multiple countries, and this is where I'll give credit to the passport bros. So this is the first time I've ever given credit to the passport bros to something. I do agree that things are a lot different overseas. The interaction between men and women is a lot smoother, a lot easier, and I think our society, the Western society, has become a very negative atmosphere for anyone to talk. And for me to go overseas, I could easily start a conversation with any woman, easy. And again, and she won't take it as me trying to be a pervert or trying to get a number. It's like, hey, I'm just being friendly. And I think we live in a society now being friendly is perceived to be as a perv. And it's just like you said, Boxer, you're trying to help someone, but she's trying to give you attitude. Like, bitch, I'm trying to give you your goddamn phone, bitch. It's just like, and it's sad that you got to talk that way. But sometimes the way for you to get that response, you got to say that. And what I've learned, I smile a lot when I'm overseas. I smile a lot versus when I'm back home in the States, I got to have a reason to smile. But overseas, I'm just more chill, smiling, friendly. I'll spark a conversation with anybody. Over here, you can't do that. Like, even if you were to tell a guy, like, hey, nice shirt, or you gay, dog, shit. I'm like, damn, man. It's like, I'm just saying you got a nice shirt. It's just different. I think our society has become so hardened to the point where it's just you can't build any relationship here, to be honest.
And especially with this whole Me Too movement, it's like it kind of have guys kind of nervous. Okay, maybe if I do this, it might be like some type of it could go a certain way, and it just makes
That's what
guys not.
guys is like. It's not me too. It's just not me because they just not gonna do it. Ain't nobody trying to help that woman with her tire. Ain't nobody trying to help no female. Especially these young dudes now. They see what we going through. Oh man,
Marcus, I've seen so many women on the street trying to change their own tire. No one's not helping them. I'm seeing this.
I blow the horn and pass by like beep beep. Keep it pushing.
You wrong for that, man. But I'm just, again, for me, if I'm not in a rush to go to work or go to Burger King, then yeah, I'll pull over and help you out. But but it's just like we live in an atmosphere, an environment where it's just very toxic, and it's just like if you were to even try to help, she'll probably think you trying to rob her or trying to do something more extreme.
Yeah,
and it's not the case. But also too, I think it's just our society, men and women. I don't want to put all the blame towards the women. I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
but
but
men need to take some accountability as well. We live in a society where we're not talking to each other.
it's literally like you got to be like a dickhead with the woman. If you be too nice, you try to hold the door.
But that's the thing but that's the thing,
Yeah.
Prince. I don't want to just make it one sided. It's not just the women; it's the guys too.
Yeah, the guys too got
Because
their
again,
own issues too. Yeah.
you got guys thinking that you mean mugging, but you're not even looking at their asses. It's like,
Yeah, but
motherfucker, I'm not even looking at you, man.
It's most of the young generation for you, man. The young
But I'm just
generation.
saying- I'm saying this: what separates me from the passport bros and manosphere talking points. I'm not putting the blame all towards the women. Guys need to take accountability as well. Our culture is not fit to build a relationship. Is what it is. Compared to once you start going to Asia, Europe, South America, Latin America, their relations based on family. They cultivate that stuff. The American culture does not cultivate family. It does not cultivate friendship. It doesn't. It's all about grind. It's all about self. It's all about, hey, I gotta do what I gotta do. If it means I gotta step over you, so be it. That's our society.
Here's one thing when you mentioned that whole family thing that I noticed when living in Phuket, big tourist spot, everybody's coming there, whatnot. When I tell you I seen more family trips of every other race but our own. Every
Facts.
other race, the Indians coming 15, 20 deep. The white people, whether it's mom, dad, and a couple kids, Asians, and cousins, uncles, family. But I honest to God, truth say, I've never seen a full uh, uh, black family there.
I agree. So again, I think what separate us is that we're not putting the blame towards strictly on one side of the gender war. The blame goes on both sides. Men need to take accountability as well. That hey guys, we dropped the ball. We did, and at the same time, it's just like hey, we're trying to make up for it. But I think we live in a society now that we are unable to make up for it. So I think we just got to accept the losses and move on. So whatever peace and love and happiness you can find across the globe, go seek it. I mean, that's my take on it. Well, that was a great conversation, man. Paint your lifestyle. I'd love to have you again. How long are you back in the States for, man?
I'm gonna be here for a while to focus on my physical health. Actually.
Oh, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Just gotta focus on some things, and I'm back home now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely have to do a one-on-one live stream again to make it what we did for El Salvador because you were kind of like that Wi-Fi was trash.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely want to do a one-on-one again because I think you are a living testament of hard work pays off, and for you to see the growth and success that you've gone through within the past couple of years is amazing. So I definitely want to talk about that, and I really enjoy your insight, man. Same goes for Prince. Guys, as I continue to have more live streams, feel free to jump on, man. And again, this is open forum conversation. Speak your truth. If you disagree, push back. I'm okay with that. But again, I just want to make sure that we're giving guys the right information. I think right now we're living in an age where there's a lot of misinformation being spread out there, and I think we got true veterans here amongst us that could give you the real information. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. I'm gonna give you guys each a minute to say your piece about Cartagena, about traveling, any good advice you want to share with the audience. Please feel free to do so. So starting with Buck Travel, are you still there? Because you've been quiet. When Buck Travel's quiet, that means probably fell asleep. So Buck Travels, we're gonna give you one more chance. You want to say your last piece? Yeah, he fell asleep. All right. We appreciate you, Buck Travels. Paint your lifestyle, man. Any closing statement you want to add on?
Yeah. For anyone watching, listening, don't be discouraged for what's happening in Cartagena. Definitely still come to Colombia, Cartagena, and enjoy yourself. There are other things you can do to have a good time still. Definitely travel, expand your mind, talk to strangers. That's like one of the biggest things I like to do. With that being said, guys, travel, be safe, and come back home.
Yeah. Bacchus?
Venture out some more, do some more research, and live your truth. You're traveling to find out more about yourself. You always learn something new about yourself. So if you're following other people, you never will. If you're going to the same places to be on the same block once again, that's kind of pointless in my eyes. But yeah, just do what you can. I'll holler at y'all later. I got to go.
All right, man. Enjoy your trip, bro. Prince?
I just want to say that, Cartagena is not, shut down. It's just that, there's a certain activity, shut down, in that area. But there's so many things to do in Cartagena. You got those beaches, you got Rosario Islands, you got the castle. They have a lot of different tours, Palenque. We can go to Palenque. I mean, there's a lot of things to do. And there's so many restaurants. You got Yosemite, and there's a lot of live stuff that goes on the weekend. So there's a lot that, you could still go to Cartagena and have fun,
All I
Because
agree.
Cartagena was, I mean, you know, it wasn't only for the women. You know, I was in Yosemite a lot. I go around, talk to people that I know, hang out, go to restaurants. I still have fun down there, you know.
Okay.
So
Okay, cool, man. Well, hey, I appreciate you joining the live. This is your first time joining my live. I
yeah.
look forward to actually, having you more on the panel and share your piece and take it from there, bro. So happy New Year's, man.
Okay. Happy New Year to you too.
Hey, where you from
So,
anyway? I hear an accent.
my family is Jamaican.
Okay.
I was born here though, but my family's Jamaican, so Caribbean heritage. So
Okay. Well, I'm
and
Haitian, bro. I'm Haitian.
oh, really? Talk about say, man. I
Nabule,
know a lot
man.
of
Yeah.
Haitians, man. I know a lot of I know a lot of
Yeah.
Haitians,
That's
man.
why. That's when you say Haitian women. I'm like, bro. Let me
Yeah.
tell you guys one thing,
Mm,
man. I know you
mm,
guys like to you guys go to DR. Shit, I got a DR, woman.
mm.
Don't sleep on Haiti, man. Haiti got a
Nah,
lot of
nah, nah.
sunners, man.
I
I'm
be
telling you, go to the island. If you go to the other side of Hispaniola, there's a lot of
mm.
badass Haitians, man. You see them in
Oh
the
yes, I
countryside.
be seeing them, man. I be seeing them, and this dude was gonna we were gonna try to do a trip over to Cape Haitian, but I wasn't able to get enough days off, but I wanted to go to Cape Haitian and check it out over there. But I'm definitely want to. I actually like I think was it in June? I went to a concert they had in Puerto Plata. They had like a Haitian band over
Okay.
there and stuff like that. And I definitely be hanging out with a lot of Haitians, man. It's a lot of fun, man. You guys are so funny, man. I think
Yeah.
maybe in the future, man, maybe I might have a Haitian wife, man.
I mean, I've dated a few Haitian girls. I'm Haitian,
uh,
but I end
uh,
up hooking up with a Dominican. So it's like when we
okay.
go out,
Mm,
I'm Haitian, she's Dominican, and she's
mm.
like, look, Taino type Dominican, like
Okay.
Taino.
Oh, the
So when we
Indian
go out,
type.
we get a
Okay.
lot of stares because I'm dark skinned and big,
Uh,
and they see her, it's like,
mm.
nah. It's like, bro, I don't. Yo, she likes chocolate, man. It's like, all right,
Mm.
cool, whatever.
Hey.
All right, man. Hey,
I like all type of women, just as long as they look nice and they nice, have nice shape and everything and not fat. So,
yeah. Well, hey, make sure because you don't like fat girls. Make sure you're not fat, man. Stay in the gym, brother.
yeah, I try to stay fit.
You can't be fat and not like fat chicks. So it's like, bro, you got to make sure you stay in the gym too. If you want a girl to stay
I
in the gym,
mean,
man.
I need to trim up. I'm not fat. Yeah, I just got to, a little, trim. Like just trim up. But I'm pretty much slim. Pretty
All
much.
right, cool. Yeah, just like I said,
So,
just be realistic. That's all I ask.
and
Hey,
that's
be
why I say
realistic.
so because I can't handle the
'Cause
big. Just
I've
too
come
much.
across a lot of these dudes fat as hell wobbling through the airport. Oh,
I be seeing them.
I want to stun her. I want to die. Like nigga, your ass breathing hard, just walking 50 yards, bro. It's like, what the hell? What the hell you gonna do with a damn stunner? So again, man, it is what it is, man. It's just like
Yeah.
I see these dudes wobbling to the airport, like
hmm
I'm
Yeah.
like, bro, you just went through security. The fuck you breathing so hard for, man? It's like
Yeah.
anyways, hey Prince, thanks for jumping on the show, man.
Definitely.
Hey, definitely I'll have
Oh,
more of these shows moving forward. Please come
you
out.
gonna do this like weekly, or is it like how this is gonna the live
My
thing?
goal is to take this more seriously. So I'm taking this whole YouTube thing more seriously. So I'll be doing a weekly podcast Thursday and Fridays to get things going, and I'll be creating more video content as well. I have a couple of trips lined up where I'll be doing some vlogging experience. I'll be heading to Mexico City for my
Okay.
46th birthday, man. So it's gonna be
Mexico
big,
City.
man. I
Oh
got some
wow.
guys.
Okay.
6 guys going with me, man. We
Mhm.
rent out a mansion. So it's just like,
Okay.
hey, we're gonna go out and just do it big, man. Have a good time. So it's gonna be a lot of great content. Of course, I already made it clear. When it's time for entertainment, turn off the
Mhm.
cameras. Turn them off. No proof. No
Exactly.
proof. Turn that shit off.
And this is where guys messed up in like Cartagena
Yep.
because I mean if it wasn't for all the video and camera people they probably would overlook it. But
My
because
thing is this.
Mhm.
Why won't you just enjoy the experience?
Mhm.
Why you have to record everything?
Everything, exactly. I don't do that. Like I take pictures and but not like of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like there's no need for me to record everything like that.
Look, I already made it
You know.
clear, guys. Daytime, take out the camera, content creators. Because out of the 6 guys that are going, 5 of them are content creators.
Mm-hmm.
So is what it is. So I told them, hey, listen, during the daytime, we could create content, do our thing. Nighttime, everything turn off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how it should
hey,
go.
we're gonna go out and enjoy ourselves. Whatever happens in Mexico City stays in Mexico City.
Mexico City, yep.
We don't need to record any goddamn thing. We're bringing entertainment back to the crib. To put the camera away.
Exactly.
No pictures. Just enjoy yourself.
Exactly. And that's all you should. That's what dudes should be doing when they go to these places. Just enjoy yourself. Show the nice things and stuff like that. Don't show that other stuff, man. Don't do that. It's totally. This is how we have these type of issues.
I agree. I totally agree with that, man. So with that being said, thanks again for joining the live stream, man. Definitely join in more. I'm a small little content creator, man. Like I said, I have a website, blackmantravels.com. I updated a lot of my pictures. Like right now, like a lot of the videos that I've been showing on the live streams are my videos.
Okay.
Yeah, for my travels. So I'm going through some of the pictures right now. Yeah, man. So a lot of stuff.
But that was you in that. Was that Brazil? There was a video that looked like.
Yeah.
It might have been Brazil. Okay,
that was me. Yeah.
Oh wow! I was like, wow.
everything that I'm showing right now is my stuff. This is all my stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. So again, it's content creator.
Wow.
Create content, and this is Cuba right here, man. This is all Cuba. Hey guys, Cuba is black. Don't believe the hype. Cuba is black. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You walk around Cuba, you see a bunch of dudes that look just like you, Prince, walking around with dreads, smoking big ass cigars, man.
Yeah, that's why me, at the end of the day, all these beautiful women that we keep talking about, they all got some kind of black mixed in them, at the end of the day, so that's why, me, I cannot, I'm not to say I love Spanish women and all that, but I do have a special spot for like black women and stuff like that, and like Caribbean women in general. That's why you always see me in the Caribbean spots all the time.
Oh, same here. I'm Haitian, bro, so I can definitely relate. But anyways, man, thanks for jumping on the show, man. Definitely come on next week. We'll definitely have this conversation, man.
All right,
easy,
cool.
Bro.
All right, later.
All right, guys, man. Look, this was a great day, a great night to actually have this podcast. Of course, yesterday I went live, did a 15-minute monologue where I was basically on mute for the entire time, but I was able to redeem myself today. So today was an amazing podcast. Talking about Cartagena, is it shut down? No, Cartagena is not shut down, guys, but there are things you could actually do while in Cartagena. Try to think outside the box. Explore your options. Hire a tour guide. Don't be cheap on yourself. This is your experience. Invest in yourself. So always remember that. With that being said, guys, I'll see you guys next week. And more interesting topics, man. We're going to have some real topics, man. Real conversations from real travelers. Again, these are guys that I know, that I traveled with in the past. These guys that have put in work. And they're not going based on just how they feel about certain things without leaving the country. So we're going to have real conversations moving forward. We're going to talk about relationship. We're going to talk about health. A lot of us black men, we need to go see the doctor. It is what it is. You can't rely on that blue pill while overseas because you guys are getting heart attacks. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about business. As some of you guys know, I have a couple of businesses overseas. We're going to talk about life as a digital nomad, steps to become a digital nomad, and just become an overall better person, man. Again, I was able to finish my bottle of wine, my first bottle of wine of 2024. Of course, I got to make that up when I go back tomorrow morning when I go to the gym. But it's been an interesting podcast tonight, man. So It was fun. It was fun. Let me see. I see some comments coming in through. Let me see what they say. Doesn't matter what answers you have, so long as you love yourself. Yeah, that's true. And be respectful of other people, regardless of theirs too. Just be a man. Yeah. Well, guys, hey, you know what? Thank you for joining the show. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to our channels, man. Again, guys, we're just small-time content creators. We want to give you guys real travel information, so you are protected and safe to come back home. With that being said, thank you, love, peace, and happiness. Wish you the best in 2024. And I see you guys next week. We're going to have some interesting topics, interesting speakers, and just real conversation amongst Black men, just men in general. So we're going to actually have that conversation starting next week. And yeah, love, peace, and happiness. Safe travel, guys, in 2024. Live your best life, become a better man, and just be a better person. Love, peace, and happiness. Good night, guys. Thank you.